Hello, SOBs, and welcome to Coven. I'm noticing my light is a little bit. There we go. Hi, everyone. Welcome. We're back. Coven took a little break for the month of November, but we are back. We are excited. We are ready to foxtrot and 23 skidoo into your hearts. I am your keeper and game master for this Call of Cthulhu 7th edition live play. My name is Jared Logan. And if you've never tuned into the show, let me tell you a little bit about it. We are going to play a game of Call of Cthulhu tonight it's set in Boston in the 1920s. And we're going to play it with my wife and my two very good friends who are all three hilarious comedians, writers, podcasters, and also ladies who had really never played a lot of these games before. And so we tried playing a role-playing game kind of for the first time with two of them. My wife had kind of played a game here or there with me, and I realized that they were better at it than a lot of the players that I have played with. So we're so happy that we can bring you another paranormal mystery. That is the what are we calling it? Spoopy paranormal mystery is the Coven brand, I've decided. And if that gives you douche chills, it kind of gave me douche chills just now. I probably shouldn't try to do my own marketing. That's why I have very smart people to do that for me. I'm going to bring in our players. I always have to introduce her first because she's first in my heart. You probably think I'm going to say my wife, but it's one of the others. No, I'm kidding. It is my wife. I love this woman. She is the mother of my child. She's also a hysterical comedian. We used to go on tour together, and she would perform before me, and then I would go up and headline. And then afterward, everyone would thank her from the audience, and people would just kind of awkwardly try to avoid my eyesight as they walked out of the room. I'm saying people love her, everybody. And she's got a new podcast you should check out called That's Messed Up on the Exactly Right Network. Please welcome, as Nora Wilkins, the cigarette girl, my wife, Kara Klenk.
Hello.
Well, howdy do. How are you?
I'm good. You know, I feel like this is just the next stop on my press tour for That's Messed Up.
That's right. Yeah, you guys have been doing a little press tour. You've been on all the pods. You've been touring the pods. What was the funnest one you've done?
Oh God, they've all been so fun. We did Bananas, which is so fun. We did
Kurt Braunohler, very funny guy. We should have him on the stream.
Scotty Landis, and then we did Ask Rana, which is just like a personal favorite because I'm obsessed with Rana Glickman, and yeah, we have a bunch of other things, a bunch of other podcasts coming up too, and we're excited about our own podcast. And I hope
your voice just broke in a very interesting way. You went, and
yeah. Sorry, I was trying to fix my light.
Oh, that's okay. It looks fixed. You look beautiful as usual. Okay. Let me bring in your podcasting partner. She is a hysterical comedian, writer, performer, podcaster who's performed at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, and she is the other half of That's Messed Up on the Exactly Right Network. Please welcome, as the psychic Nastya, Ms. Liza Treyger.
You're obsessed with the Fringe Festival.
Well, I'm very jealous because the Edinburgh Fringe Festival is so cool, and they only invite really interesting voices, and you had to create like an hour show.
Yeah, but I did stand up, but I put together a follow through on a lesson because, when you're in Rome, do it.
Yeah. So if viewers don't know what that means, the style in Europe when you do stand up is to put in like you said, like a lesson, right? Or make it more of like a one lady show.
Yeah. Narrative. You want like a heart. You want tragedy, honestly. Like, have you killed someone with your car? They love that. They love unsupportive parents. They like, injuries, stuff like that.
Lisa, at some point in your show, did you go, and that's when I realized, and then say what you realized?
Something like that. I think I did.
Good, yeah. When in Rome, as you say. Let me bring in the third of this powerhouse triumvirate. She is a fantastic, everybody has podcaster, writer, comedian, podcaster. You might have heard her on the Hysteria podcast. She also has a podcast with her husband, my pal, CJ Toledano, called GOAT, Greatest of All Time.
Greatest. It's just called The Greatest. I have to do this every time we intro.
Well, that's because I don't listen. We love her. We know her. It's weird to do that out of order. Please welcome Megan Gailey as Annabella Morton, the antiquarian. Hello.
Hi. Hi.
It's so good to see you again.
It's great to see you too.
I feel like it's been a little bit.
I know. I just can't believe we were only off just 1 month. Like,
I know.
I'm happy to be back, but that month is so much happened.
You've been watching some horror movies. Last night, your husband tweeted me and my wife. We just finished Freaky. And then you texted us something very funny, which is that's not what you call sex. You finished the movie Freaky.
Yeah. Sadly, it is also what we call sex. So that's why I did feel like I needed
I hope
to be.
you all can imagine how funny the text was because Jared just kind of sucked a lot of the fun out of it.
No. I mean, I think I delivered it really well.
No, you did great. Freaky was really good too.
Really? You know what? It looks good. And also, secret fact about Jared Logan, he's like an enormous Vince Vaughn fan. Like loves Vince Vaughn.
Mm-hmm.
What is Freaky about?
Like
okay,
a serial killer at a teenage switch.
It's about
Sorry, Megan. Sorry, Megan. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
I just thought as the person who'd seen it, I'd get to the right thing.
It feels logical. What's it about?
Okay, so it's about it's Freaky Friday basically, but a murderer and a victim switch places.
I love that.
And the girl is like a sophomore in high school, and it's Vince Vaughn. So Vince Vaughn goes into this like 15-year-old girl's body, and then she goes into Vince Vaughn's body.
I can't believe this. I didn't know the premise of Freaky, and that's what tonight.
You didn't know that, Jared?
Was. Now this is useless.
I do have to warn, the murder scenes I was not able to look at. Like the first one I accidentally saw was a tennis racket going in a guy's skull. And so then I was like, I'm just going to cover my eyes. And even covering my eyes through every murder, I still loved the film.
Oh, I would have to cover my eyes. I can't.
I have something. I know the people watching want to get straight to the game. They're Cthulhu nutheads.
No, they'll be all right. Cthulhu nutheads. How dare you? Go ahead. What were you going to say?
One time, I love this story. Megan and I and her friend Lindsay, we were at a bar in Chicago called Scout, and we saw the comedian Steve Byrne hanging out with Vince Vaughn, and we decided to go and like give attention to Steve while ignoring Vince Vaughn and pretending we didn't know who he was. And it was one of the greatest moments of my life because he was like, "Hey, girls," and we were just like, "Steve, we love your show," and like ignored him.
At one point he goes, "Hi," and we were like, "Hi."
We just thought it'd make Steve Byrne feel good, that we had no idea who Vince was.
We almost died on a train that day too, so it was a lot of highs and lows going on.
As a Vaughn head, I don't love the story as a Vaughn head.
Yeah, but
he deserves respect.
He's a Republican. We can say what we want.
Oh, really? Well, no, isn't he one of those people who's like, I'm an individual independent voter who...
He's one of those that's like, we got to be nice to everyone.
I want to see the 2020.
Don't you hate that point of view? What a fucking asshole.
Well, like, you mean the McConaughey shit?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I need 2020 receipts. Who'd you vote for? 2016? Oh, 2020? No.
Right.
And then I do have a question. Are we going to get our receptionist back, or was that a one and done?
What are you talking about? You have a receptionist now. Ronaldina is your receptionist.
Okay.
There she is.
Crazy that we have a Nell character as our front of house, the first person you see.
Well, we got her like a little makeover. We washed her off, right?
Yeah.
Look, you guys don't have a ton of
She doesn't eat rats anymore.
Well, she probably grabs a rat every once in a while if she gets really hungry. But listen, you guys don't have a ton of clients yet. You do have an office, though, now out of an old house in Arkham. And not only that, I think it's fair to give you all a boost in your credit rating because of this. Because you've got a business now.
We started a business.
So your credit rating, if you recall, is kind of the skill that tells you how much money you have and how respectable you are in the community. And I think I'm going to give you just an automatic. I'm going to just roll this, and we'll see how well business is going.
God damn it!
Oh, damn! You can add 7 to your credit rating.
Wow.
Nice.
All right, I got to get a pencil. My child has stolen the pencil out of my desk.
I have one right here, Kara, if you want to come into my room.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay, so that's great. Business is booming. So +7 credit rating. Good Lord.
Were women allowed to like open a business then?
Were women allowed to open a business? Well, in 1920, we're in like 1924 tonight. So yes, absolutely.
It's not like they want to hunt ghosts.
Well, I
No.
was just wondering maybe if we got sort of like any press coverage as the first female-owned business in Arkham.
You
There
know,
was a ribbon cutting, you know, maybe a pink ribbon we got to cut.
yeah, that's a great question. Actually, let's do that. Tell me, I think it sounds like Annabella is spearheading this. So tell me kind of what you set up for kind of the ribbon cutting and the opening of the business and everything. We don't want to just gloss over that.
Okay, so I contacted the newspaper man who covers events in the town. I told him that we were opening a business, and I thought perhaps, well, I guess I already own a business, so we're opening another business. So it's a group of women. The first time a group of women in Arkham have ever had a business. So he came, you know, with his little pad and his little hat, and maybe like one of those. And then we cut it. And, Nell got to be there, whatever her name
But also we got we solved
Ronaldina.
We solved Ronaldina's case, which was unsolved for a long time, over a decade. So that got a little coverage too.
Yes.
It probably did, but let's see how well you worked with this newspaper man, Annabella. What did you when you kind of because we haven't heard of this newspaper man before, have we?
No.
Okay, so his name's Phil. His name is Phil Munster, and he works for the Arkham Gazette, and he does all the things that you said. I'm not disallowing any of that, but I want to see you roll to see how well you handle this guy, and you got to tell me like what you're using to kind of handle him. Like, are you charming him? Are you fast talking him? Are you intimidating him? How are you getting him to write a good story about?
Why doesn't he just want to write a story about us?
Yeah, I have something. One of my things is good where my credit rating is very, very high.
Okay, yeah, you could use that. Maybe, you could use that. You're like a very important member of the community, and that's why he should
like
do that.
with the Better Business Bureau and everything, because I remember.
Okay.
I forgot how much disappointments in this game.
know. Okay, so how did it go? How did your credit rating roll go?
I rolled over.
You rolled, so you failed. Okay, so you failed, and so now I think that means that like he comes, but he's not acting super enthusiastic, and then let's see what kind of a story he writes by rolling.
Can I give him a handy to change his mind?
Wow. We're in this. We're all the way to like a sexual favor.
Listen,
that's not the spoopy vibe. I promise.
I imagine he was just going to write a story about the business opening, but not give us credit for solving Ronaldina's case, which was like whatever, dude.
He wrote a very good story. He did not give you credit for solving that case. But his story was well written, but it kind of painted you guys as like local kooks who want to, it kind of heavily implied that you're bilking superstitious people out of their money.
Okay, well, everyone's a kook until there's a fucking samovar coming to life in their living room. So,
I mean, that's
they're going to come to us when they need us.
That's Nora's catchphrase. Everyone's a kook until there's a samovar coming to life. So there's still inroads to make with the community. I think that I don't want to take away from your celebration. I mean, once you've cut the ribbon, did you guys have a little party or something like that?
Yeah. This is prohibition, but I had a little stock of sparkling something back at the store that I poured us, and we had a little nip of.
Yeah.
Ah, that's excellent. You
I
know,
even let my daughter leave boarding school to celebrate with us.
Now she's
wow,
back.
that was
Now
really
she's
nice
back.
of you.
She's already
For
back.
the fall break.
Yeah, that was really, really nice of you. Well, I think that's it's funny that you bring up prohibition because tonight our story is a little bit about that, and it totally makes sense that Annabella, as someone who keeps old things, would still have some hooch because prohibition, it didn't outlaw drinking it; it only outlawed selling or distributing it, and so a lot of people kept old booze and would drink it. But the reason I kind of segue into that is because let's just start today's investigation. One night, very late at night, Nora Wilkins, you get a call on your phone at home.
Wow, tech master.
Hmm.
I didn't know all of us had phones.
Wait,
Well,
who
maybe
gets
you don't. What's your
Nora.
actually what's your credit rating?
I think I get a call at work or something. I feel like I don't have a phone, but my credit rating is 27.
Okay, yeah, you don't have a phone. Thank you for
I would probably have a phone. I have a shop.
I think that Annabella does have a phone. I think that Nastia doesn't have a phone, but you have a phone at your office. But I think that in this case, bang, 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 someone knocks on your door very late at night, Nora.
Okay. I grab my knife by my nightstand and I go downstairs. I go to the front door, but I stand back and I'm like, who is it?
It's Bruno from the Club Garden.
Oh, I know Bruno. I'm not scared of him, so I'm just going to let him in.
Hey, we got sort of a emergency down at the club.
Well, it's not my shift, Bruno. I don't know.
No. I don't mean a staffing emergency. I mean bad things are happening. Spooky things, supernatural things.
Oh God, Bruno.
I need to talk to you. We need to talk to your friends.
All right. Let me. You go back to the club. Let me gather my girls. We'll be over there momentarily.
Okay, great. He can drive you, but you're going to take care of it. You have your own.
I have my own car. Also, how do I call Nastia if she doesn't have a phone? Do we like smoke signal each other, or do we just swing by?
I moved into the office in one of the. I live with Ronaldina now.
Oh, so you can call over there.
Yeah. I've been teaching her. I've been
Helen makes your daughter feel really good.
I think you should. I think Ronaldina should have at least appear briefly in this adventure. So
wait, what's her name that taught Helen Keller? I'm the Anne Sawyer to Helen Keller.
What is it?
Is it Sawyer?
Annie Sullivan.
Annie Sullivan. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So Nastia's up late teaching Ronaldina, who can speak American Sign, and that is when Nora calls.
Yes, Nora.
Coven investigations.
Hi, Ronnie. Can you just put Nastia on the phone? Nastia on the phone.
I heard you the first time. Okay, but okay. I
wouldn't do the voice, Jared.
What, this voice? What's wrong with it?
Okay, all right. Let me talk to Nastia.
Okay. What are you going to tell her? Just to meet you somewhere? Because we can just skip to everybody meeting.
Oh, well, yeah. I'll just say. I'm going to say I'm heading over to the office. Get your clothes on. I'm getting Annabella, and we're heading over to the office.
Okay, I'm ready.
Great, Annabella. What's your 1 a.m.?
Oh, I'm asleep. I'm curled up in bed like little pajama dress
on her face, probably.
Yeah, like little pajama hat, little pajama dress.
Great. Great. So Nora pulls up in her Model T, honks the awooga horn, and soon everybody is off to the Club Garden in Boston. It is very early on the morning of March 16th. The year is 1924. Okay.
Is St. Patrick's Day already a holiday?
It is. It is indeed.
Hell yeah. We got to solve this before tomorrow because I have plans.
So you drive over to the Club Garden, and it's on Causeway Street in Boston. It's on the second floor. of a building there on Causeway Street. That's right over by, where the harbor is, on the north end of Boston. And to get into the Club Garden was actually around before the Boston Garden was even there. You walk up some stairs, and then at a second floor door, you knock, and there's a peephole, and you have to say the password to get in.
Well, that's Nora. She knows everyone in town.
Okay.
So you go up and you knock, and you, eye comes to the hole, and it goes, password, and then you hear someone inside go, no fucking password, it's Nora, let her in, goddamn you. And then they open the door, and you're looking at your boss, the guy who owns the whole speakeasy. Is Gianni Maffini. They call him Papa Maffina, not Maffini. Gianni Maffina. They call him Papa Maffina, and he's there, and he's like, Nora, come in.
Papa M, come stai? What's going on, my man?
We got a problem here.
Mm-hmm.
We got your kind of problem. And you notice that the only other people there are Papa Maffina's muscle, his goons, his capos, his mobster pals, Bruno, Giuseppe, Salvatore, Bobby, and Luca. They're all there, but they're all in the front of the speakeasy. They're not back in the back with the bar. They're like all up front, and they all look kind of like they're sweating and they're kind of nervous. And there's one other person there, and that is Belle Baker. Belle Baker is a friend of yours. She is a sort of aging chanteuse who kind of sings torch songs. Here she is, Belle Baker.
She has a long, what is this part of
Hey,
the body
honey.
called? What is this called?
It's called the chest, honey, okay? I used to be big. I used to sing in New York. I played the Hippodrome.
Why has Nora never seen her before?
No,
she
they know.
has.
No, I have.
Oh, okay.
Belle.
Okay.
House tricks, Belle.
She's like, you got to prepare yourself for this. And then all of a sudden back in the bar area, you hear like a glass shatter. And you hear a voice go, more. And she goes, hold on. And she kind of runs back into the bar. Gianni walks forward and he's like, notice there's no customers here, Nora?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a situation. Cleared out the entire Saturday night crowd. We got one guest in the back.
What's up? He's drunk? I don't know.
You got to talk faster.
Yeah.
I don't know how to explain this.
Try.
It's Maury Mosca, the fly. So you know him. He's one of Papa Maffina's guys. He's like, he's dead.
Maury's dead?
Yeah.
So who's that talking?
Yeah.
It's Maury.
Oh, God.
And he slowly walks you back into the bar area where you see Belle Baker is like taking food out of an ice box for this man who's like, his back is to you. He's hunched over the bar and he's like ripping open like a cold chicken. And he's just like he has like a pint glass of whiskey and he's just going,
oh, God.
And you can only see him from behind. And when he does that, when he drinks the pint glass of whiskey, suddenly these like little spigots, like sprays of whiskey kind of come out of his back. Like it kind of squirts out of his back.
Because he was shot? Is this like in Scrooge where the guy that smokes a cigar and then the smoke comes out everywhere?
Yes, it is like in Scrooge.
Okay.
In fact, when I created this scene, I thought, what's my reference here? And I thought, yes.
Scrooged.
Bill Murray in Scrooge. Yes, it is like that.
It's not Bill Murray, though. It's his old coworker, but go on.
Yes, Belle Baker is like kind of, serving the guy, and she looks like very afraid. And you can see that his flesh is very pale, but you can only see him from behind right now. And you know this guy, Nora, you know the fly. Maury, the Fly Mosca, and you know that he is one of the more dangerous guys in the Mafina family gang, or was, or is even more dangerous now.
Hold on. How long ago did Maury die?
We don't know anything about it. But
Did you kill Maury?
No, I didn't. No. What?
Okay.
Make a psychology roll.
Me?
Nastya? Yeah, make a psychology roll.
Hell yeah.
I just want to know if Maury died like just now and then was reanimated immediately, or like he has been dead and then was like is a zombie.
I rolled under.
Okay, yeah. You asking that out of the blue really surprised Papa Mafina. He seemed very nervous when you said that, and he's like, no. I sent him on the milk run to Cape Cod to pick up the hooch and bring it back for Saturday night. He didn't check in. He didn't show up until midnight. He walked in an hour ago like this. And he turns around for a second and eyes you all for a second, and you can see that there's a big hole in his head.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Do you
Kara is most terrified by eating and drinking noises. Oh, she's just taking her. You're gonna put the headphones back in so we can play, though.
Hey, Papa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who would want to hurt Maurice?
I mean, I have no idea, but if he was on the milk run, the truck was probably hijacked.
Did he bring back any of the booze, or just him by himself?
It was just him on foot. He didn't even bring the truck back.
And who else saw this guy, or are they just not here because you don't have booze, or did they see what's going on?
Who saw him come back? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, like did any customer, like who saw him?
He basically burst in the middle of a busy Saturday night. He tore his way through the crowd, who could all see that they thought he was hurt. But then Papa Mafina tells you that first Giuseppe and the guys tried to kick him out because he was scaring the customers, and they couldn't break his skin. They were hitting him. They were punching him with bats. Mm-hmm. So then all the customers started running because there was a brawl. They started screaming and running out of the building. And then Papa Mafina himself came into the showroom and put a couple slugs in the back of our friend, the Fly. And the Fly is still standing. And in fact, now he kind of stands up and turns around, and everybody can see that he's kind of got like an actual hole where you can see back through his head, and you can see that he's been shot several times in the chest, and you all must make sanity rolls.
Dude, this isn't even one of the worst things we've seen.
I rolled over.
Okay.
I rolled over, but I did get 69.
That's got to count for something.
I don't know if this
Hell
helps.
Yeah.
I don't know if this helps my crew, but I got 15 and my sanity is 73. So maybe I can dole out some of my sanity.
How did she have a 73 sanity after all the shit we've seen?
She started
I'm
at
Russian.
80.
That's true.
In Russia, the Cthulhu mythos is just like kind of out in the street. It's kind of like, it's like, oh, I gotta hurry. There's all these shantaks in the way on my way to work. Okay, you take, this is bad. You take 6 sanity loss, Nora Wilkins, and Annabella Morton. You take only 1.
Yeah.
Nora Wilkins, you now need to make an intelligence roll. And remember, you want to roll over or you're going to go temporarily insane.
Wait, my intelligence is... Okay, so I have to go over this time instead of under?
Yeah, because in this case, you don't want to understand what you're seeing. You don't want to believe that he's really...
Yeah, I got over.
Great.
Okay, great. So you don't go temporarily insane. You're just shocked. What does Nora do when she's shocked by the appearance of this monstrous walking corpse?
Well, she lights a cigarette.
I'm shocked because we actually had kind of a thing, just a couple nights we've hooked up. So it's kind of fucked up for you to see someone you've hooked up with be a total zombie.
Yeah.
So I'm shocked, but I think I can get over it pretty quick. But I think we just have to talk to him. I think we have to ask him what he wants.
Yeah.
He's shuffling back. He kind of pushes Belle rudely out of the way back behind the bar, and he's just pulling off bottles now.
But he's not getting drunk because he's like a zombie.
It appears that he's not. I mean, who knows? But definitely, there's like actual liquid coming out of his back and his chest when he does this.
Should we get a big torch?
First,
Like,
how much is Papa paying us?
Attention.
Oh, Papa's like, look, you make with the exorcism, the spooky mumbo jumbo, 300.
Okay.
For something like this, we've just never done this. It's going to take a lot of expertise. We're going to need probably 500.
That's going to be a fast talk roll, or you could show him how knowledgeable you are with appraise. I think you could throw out a lot of I'm appraising the job speak with appraise if you'd rather. Fast talk or appraise.
I have a 5 in appraise, so I'm
Same.
not the person to do that role.
But
I got
Megan might have a
over. I got over on my appraise, but
Oh yeah. Papa's like, whatever, we'll talk pricing later. Can you just do something? And the guy's like, and throws a bottle across the room when he gets done drinking from it. And
Nora,
it shatters.
you've had sex with him. You start talking first.
Okay. Maury, baby, what's going on with you? Who did this to you?
More.
We're going to help you.
Yeah, we want to help.
Yeah, we want to help you. Just tell us who did this to you.
What do you need? What do you want more of?
He goes back to the ice box that's kind of just in a little kind of like closet style kitchen behind the bar, and he's just digging through the ice box and smashing things. You can make a psychology roll on him.
Who's doing it?
Anybody that is watching this can do that.
Okay.
My psychology is 45.
Mine's only 10. I got over.
I failed.
Oh, I got a 29.
Hell yeah.
He looks like maybe some of his brain is missing, Nora. So communicating with him might be tough. He's probably suffered some
A lobotomy of some sort.
This is not how he acted before.
No, thank
Yeah,
you. Thank
he
you.
was. Well,
Thanks
I
for
mean,
clarifying that I didn't hook up with a fucking zombie.
well, sure. I mean, I'm just saying, like, he wasn't. He was always a drinker, but he smiled a lot. He made a lot of rude comments. He was, he wasn't just the Incredible Hulk. So, what would you guys like to do?
I think we need fire.
Fire. No fire in the club. Come on.
What do you mean fire?
I think zombies are afraid of fire. Like, they can't be set on fire.
Oh, you can. That's the only way to kill zombies is to burn them.
I don't know if that's the only way, but that may be a way to get his attention to answer us, actually.
Yeah, can we just light a match and not burn it down? There's got to be a medium. Papa, we're lighting a match.
Yes,
You want to light a match? Yeah, do whatever you got to do. That's how you deal with this.
Okay, what we first need to do is you've got to go someplace else and let us handle this. So if you want to give us your fucking lighter, your beautiful gold lighter that I saw you flicking, we'll take it. But if not, the door's right there.
You're not taking my lighter.
Okay, well then we will see you later.
Annabella sort of browbeats all these big mobsters, and they kind of go, okay, well.
I'm a soldier's wife. That's what we yell at men.
Belle Baker stays in, and she hands you a pack of matches that have the club garden on them, and hands it to you.
Great. Do you guys want me to do it? Is that why you're standing there?
I feel like I want to light as many of them as possible. Like,
okay, each of us light one like it's Hanukkah.
Okay, everybody is lighting a Hanukkah match and holding it up, and he raises his eyes and looks at you for a second, and they're just glazed over. He doesn't even appear to notice. Yeah, that's the look he kind of gives you before going back to ripping through the kitchen. He's kind of smashed everything in there, so he comes out now and is kind of moving through the showroom, throwing tables aside. You can make psychology rolls while you're watching this if you'd like.
So wait, what happened? He just didn't react to the fire at all?
He
I
didn't
mean, you
care.
guys held up 3 matches. Yeah.
It's not enough. We need like I meant like
Like a
the whole-
torch.
I meant like the whole thing on fire, like, but I didn't want to be anti-Semitic to the Hanukkah, so I just said, yeah.
Oh, do you want to light something on fire? You can light something on fire. Don't let me stop you.
Also, so he's not a ghost, he's a zombie.
Well, he doesn't appear to be translucent. He doesn't appear to be like disappearing and reappearing. Nastya, you should make an occult roll if you'd like.
Okay. I will do that.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled under.
Yeah, he is what is known as a revenant. A revenant is somebody who comes physically back from the dead, often because they have some sort of unfinished business. I mean, that's your guess if you were to go on folklore and superstition. He is kind of getting tired of knocking the chairs around, and now he's like walking toward the exit.
Do we just follow him and see where he goes? I mean,
Did Papa do this to you?
He doesn't answer.
Okay.
He walks toward the exit. You can kind of hear the guys in the front, the mobsters, starting to kind of, there's a commotion breaking up because he's walking out toward them.
What if we tie him up? Tie him to
that's
something.
what I'm wondering.
Yeah, we're gonna try to tie him up, please.
Okay, great. So let's say there's like some velvet rope here. There's like, strong kind of cables you can use. Who's going to approach him and try to do this?
Well, can we ask the guys to help us?
You absolutely can. Are you shouting for them to help you tie him up?
I mean, I think we're great, but I don't think 3 of us can stop a revenant.
Bruno,
man.
Giuseppe, Salvatore.
Okay, you yell for them and they're like, yeah.
We get the rope. You need tie him up. We got to tie him up.
Okay. And so they all jump into action, and let's see how they do. I have their stats right here. Let's see. Are you guys jumping in, or are you just watching them do it?
I mean, if they need help, we're helping in. We're jumping in. But like, I would hope these mobsters have it.
Okay, here we go.
Love that sound.
I bet Rosie can hear that in her room.
So only Giuseppe and Luca got a good hold on him, and they're kind of like holding him, but he like literally like showed supernatural strength and shoved the other guys off easily. Like, they were like on, trying to get him in a bear hug, and he just like quickly broke their grip. But right now, Giuseppe and Luca are kind of like, tying the rope around him while the others are kind of dusting themselves up, getting up off the floor, or, touching the backs of their heads from where they were slammed into the wall and the plaster broke a little bit. Like, this guy's fighting 5 big, muscly mobsters single-handedly, and he sort of appears to be winning. Would you guys like to do something else, or do you just want to see? And it's completely fine if you just see how this pans out. It's up to you.
Wait, what's going on? He's
broken
leaving,
through everybody. They're not.
and he's
2 guys,
walking out
2
of
guys,
the place.
and he's walking out. Mm-hmm.
I have an idea. I have healing herbs and folk remedies. Can I do some sort of revenant sedation potion?
Great.
Oh wow. You want to like try some kind of like chemical?
Yeah.
Okay.
Knock him out.
Like,
this is going to be.
bath salts.
Yeah. So I think that I will allow this, especially since you have like all of the bar stuff to kind of help mix and stuff with. So I want a hard occult roll from you, and if you are able to do that, you come up with like this kind of elixir that puts people to sleep. And it ain't just chamomile tea, man.
No, I got under, but it's not hard.
What's hard again?
Okay, hard means half of your skill.
Oh
No.
So I think it's just because you had to. I think it's because you're rushing, Nastya. You're like having to like very quickly put stuff together and like mix it while these guys are like wrestling with it. And in fact, let me see how they're doing now. Okay, Bruno is completely out of it. He's just been knocked out by the guy. Like he got smashed into the coat room.
Maybe these guys deserve it.
And now Giuseppe is down too, and the corpse is just like stepping on him, and he's going, ah! Yep, there goes Salvatore. Salvatore is like got a bloody nose, so his nose is so broken he can't really fight anymore.
Guys, what did you do to him? If you're not honest with us, we can't help you. What did you do?
Are you you're talking to the mobsters who are fighting him right now?
Yes. No, the ones that have been.
We didn't do nothing to him.
Then why is he
nothing? Like, some of them are unconscious. Some of them are just trying not to get killed right now, Nastia. So maybe they can answer your questions in a second. But unless another action is taken, and by the way, Nastia, even though you fail in your roll, you could still try feeding your chemical to the guy just to see if it does anything. Okay. But okay. So are you gonna run up and do that?
Yeah, I'm gonna inject it into his neck.
Do you have a syringe?
I sure do. No, I don't know.
He dabbles in heroin.
I don't think you have a syringe, but No,
but Annabella brought her darts from the antique shop, and I'm gonna dart them in his neck.
Okay.
Okay, so Annabella, did you bring darts from your antique shop? Unlikely, but if you can roll a luck roll, I will allow you to have brought them.
Can't we just mix it in whiskey? The guy's chugging booze.
Oh, yeah, that's another plan, too. By the way, he's now moving past Papa Muffina down the stairs, and Papa Muffina opens up on him again. Bang, bang! And he just keeps walking. You could try. Do you want to just put it in like a booze glass and run it over to him?
Well, let's do a luck roll with darts.
I rolled over. Oh. I just haven't gotten one under.
So here's what I love. Nastia's like, do you have any darts? And Annabella, what do you respond when she asks if you brought your darts?
I mean, I want to say yes.
But you didn't. You didn't
bring
your darts.
I said, no, bitch. I didn't bring any inventory with me.
You weren't that lucky. Okay, so but you do have this thing. We can go with the very A to B Nora plan, which is probably better than the did you bring your darts plan, and put it in a glass and try to give it to him. Or we can try something else, but he is now moving off the floor now unless you do something.
All right, pour the whiskey with the chemicals into his throat.
Nora, are you going to run up and try to give it to him, or do you want someone else to deliver it?
Yeah, he loves you.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I'm going to do like the Moana approach, like where instead of being violent, you just go up and you're like, here you go.
Okay, really great. Actually, so you walk up to him, maybe you get in front of him as he's coming down the stairs, and you're like, hey, no, role play it for me. Tell me what you say.
Hey, big boy.
Hey, Momo. Mo, listen. You seem thirsty. I got you this drink. It's your favorite. It's a Manhattan.
You know what? He kind of looks at you a little bit, and then he reaches out to grab it. And I want you to make a spot hidden roll while you're this close to him.
You know I have shitty spot hidden. I have only a 25. Hey, but you know what? My spot hidden is checked and not increased.
Well, then let's see if you increase it right now. Try to roll over it. And if you do, you can add a D10 to it.
Okay, wait. I got to roll.
Right now, you're going to roll it, and you're trying to roll over 25.
Okay, so I got 49.
Okay, and now roll 1d10 and add that much to it.
All right, I got a 3. All right, so now I have a 28.
Now you're at 28, and you can make your roll. And
but
anybody else that
28, I mean, it's like
it's tough, but it's 1 in 4
21.
chance.
21.
So get this, check that shit again. And here's what I'm going to tell you. There's an odor to him.
Oh God.
But no, wait, let me explain the odor. It's not what you think. That's why you notice this. It's not a reeking corpse. It's like a chemical smell. It reminds you of formaldehyde. He drinks the potion that Nastia cooked up, and let's see how he does here.
And it falls out his back.
He just Extreme succeeded at a con roll. A lot of it pours out his back, and then he, Nora, he swats you aside with his fighting roll. He succeeds. Nora, you take... You take 4 damage as he swats you aside.
My hit points?
Yes, and then moves the rest of the way out of the building.
What the fuck is going on?
What are you doing? You were supposed to exercise him.
Yeah, we're trying.
He could come back.
Well, you shouldn't have killed him then.
Our receipts were very low tonight.
Listen, he told us you killed him. So
I wouldn't kill him, okay? He's my sister's boy. He's my own nephew. He's my own flesh and blood.
Are we following him? Should we follow him?
Yeah, we need to follow him.
Okay.
It's Papa's nephew. Why didn't he say that before?
Okay, so you're following him, and here's what I would like. As you come out of the address here on Causeway Street, would you all make a spot hidden as you go to follow?
Good spot hidden.
Go to follow.
I got a much needed win.
Okay.
I rolled a hard one too.
Great. Annabella, you're the one that notices a bald man in a like sedan, and it's in a suit, like kind of. He looks like he's like parked up at the building, and as soon as you guys all walk out, he kind of like drives away.
Huh.
Wait,
So
he's
he's
driving a car?
No, this isn't Maury. This is a different man.
Spying on. This is why I have the good spot hidden.
Yeah.
There's a bald man. There's a new man. Lots of men.
Yeah. In fact, let's see. Show a photo.
Yeah,
of,
I'm a visual learner. I need
the
to
man.
see
Yes,
man.
this is the guy. Yeah,
Yeah.
you see that guy kind
That
of
looks like the guy who has trying to steal the everlasting gobstopper.
Yes, you figured it out. This is a Charlie and the Chocolate Factory crossover. No, come on. Who knows who this mysterious stranger is, but he drives away immediately. And you can see down the street that Maurizio is just kind of like trundling along, like hanging off of different like lampposts when he gets to them. And he seems to be walking toward the wharf.
And the man in the car's gone.
The man like saw you guys come out of the building, and then like it looks like he noted you, and then he drove away.
Okay, so I think we just follow Maury to the wharf, because I was going to push him in water anyways. I was going to suggest that.
Okay.
So you're following Maury to the wharf when all of a sudden you hear a voice call out, "Hey there! Hello there, sir! Are you hurt?" And a flat-foot policeman starts to move up to Maurizio as he's like kind of like walking along.
Do we warn him, or we don't care about him?
I think we see
can't
what
let another
happens.
Irishman die on our watch.
I think we, as an Irish lass, I think we just got to see what happens.
Okay. So the cop comes up, he's got his like little billy club and his like, little 1920s boy in blue kind of uniform. And he goes, "Are you okay there? Oh my God. Ah!" And he makes his sanity roll. Oh, he does pretty well. He doesn't freak out. He goes, you see him like try to wrestle with Maurizio, like to try to like take him into custody or put cuffs on him. And that's when Maurizio lashes out. Oh yeah. Yeah. And okay, yeah, the cop just took half of his hit points and damage from one backhand. Blah! He falls to the ground, blood trickling out onto the cobblestones, and Maurizio continues to move toward the wharf like it never happened.
I do have like first aid. I can tend to him.
Okay.
Okay.
The thing is, are we fine with more Isio just drowning if he drowns, and that solves the problem?
I don't think he will, but if I was hoping maybe we'd get an answer from him and then be able to drown him.
Got
or
it.
just because he's already dead. Just like get rid of his body. I mean, gangsters love the river.
Give him a couple of cement shoes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, he's nearing the wharf now. So if you're going to put that plan into action, you better first aid this copper really quickly and then follow him.
Okay. First,
I thought we were ACAB.
I know, but if he's Irish, I just don't think he
No,
comes
I'm
with the
kidding. I'm kidding. We should
background, the
You're
racist
right.
issues.
All right. Annabella runs over and she starts to try to tend to this man's broken noggin. How did it go?
Huh?
How did it go?
Great.
You made it.
Yeah.
What's your first aid? What number do you have for it?
My first aid was 30 and I got an 11.
Beautiful. Okay. So you rolled under half. So you rolled a hard first aid. I want you to check that first aid. I always think doing altruistic things, especially when you're in a hurry on an adventure, is worth checking the skill. And so this guy now has one of Annabella's handkerchiefs wrapped tightly around his head, and he's sitting there going, oh. So he's taken care of. Nice work, Annabella. Do Nastia and Nora stay for the first aid, or do they haul ass after Maurizio?
We're gonna haul ass.
Okay. He's not hard. If you don't stay back for the healing, he's not hard to follow. He's not moving that fast, and you see that he's kind of going down under the docks to where the water from the harbor actually meets the sand.
Great. I think we're just watching him as he walks into the water, right? You want us to push him in?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to just watch him? You can do that.
Yeah.
Let's just watch him. What's he doing? Why is he going to the water?
He finally just sits down underneath the wharf, and the water is kind of washing up over, but only about waist high on him. He's sitting down, and he just kind of
Okay, so he's calm. He's a water sign.
But then he does this. And so by this time, Annabella has finished with her first aid and is able to come over and watch with you.
Okay, great.
You just said, but then he does
And I'm
this.
what the
was
fuck's
it?
up with this guy?
Oh, I was making a joke. He just continues to kind of be in a trance under the wharf, under the dock.
I mean, I guess he's causing no trouble. We could just leave him.
This is the best he's been. Do we try and talk to him now while he's soothed?
Well, but he's just got a bunch of his brain missing. I don't know if he can talk to us.
What if we chop off his head?
Well, that is, I thought, how you kill a zombie.
You could try it. I mean, anything you'd like to try, you're welcome to try.
We're gonna try to chop his head off.
Okay, what do you have? What do you have that could do that? I just thought of something actually.
Like a hatchet?
Annabella, your character in particular has something.
I carry a knife, but it's like a pocket knife. We'll be here all night sawing his freaking through his.
Well, he's saying Annabella.
Annabella.
Oh, I thought you were saying me. Sorry.
Do we have the art of Annabella that was we can
doesn't she
remind
have,
everybody that
fucking
Annabella is an
buccaneer?
Antiquarian and she owns something that might help her do this.
She has one of those swashbuckling
She has a Civil War saber. So Annabella, whether you brought it with you or not, that's gonna require another luck roll to see if you brought it with you.
Damn it. Fuck.
Okay, so you guys don't have anything immediately on hand with which to decapitate this corpse. But I just want you to imagine the Coven girls just, on a slope, looking under the wharf and talking about, do you have anything to cut someone's head off with? Because that's making me giggle. Yes, what were you going to say, Nastya?
Are there boats around? Can we try to steal something off the boats, even if it's not a weapon to cut off his head? Maybe a net to tie him in a net.
I don't know. Are we abandoning trying to figure out how this happened to him? or who did this, because that's just, we just want to like be done with him.
I mean,
and
I do want to know, because I feel like if this is happening, it could happen again. And so I do want to know, but I just don't know if we're getting information out of him. Do we need to kill him so we can do like an autopsy?
Oh,
I don't know.
Wait, he's calm and awake and breathing. What if we take out the tarot and crystal ball or Ouija and see if he can communicate with our magic shit?
like if his spirit can.
Yeah.
You could try that.
We'll do that before we chop off his head.
Okay, great. So Nastya gets out her Ouija, and you're going to try to commune with the spirits. And Nastya, you may give me a second sight roll. And the girls are helping you. They're all touching the planchette.
No.
No?
No.
Well, it's not always, because it's not always a failure. Maybe sometimes the spirits just aren't speaking, Nastya. That's why people sometimes will say psychics are fake. Oh, you didn't hear anything? You didn't figure anything out? Oh, I guess it's fake. But it's really because sometimes the spirits just aren't speaking. Maybe this guy's soul is still inside of him. At any rate, you don't get any kind
Why
of...
do we think that he smells like formaldehyde?
Yeah.
Well, that's what it makes me think someone killed him and maybe tried to bury it, because formaldehyde is morgue shit, right?
Yeah.
That's embalming.
Yeah.
So he was at a morgue, presumably.
Ooh, should we go ask the morgue people what's up, or we can't lose our eyes on him?
Well, I think we got to deal with him. I don't want him roaming loose, but maybe we just kill him and then go to the coroner.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. Like, bringing him in for an autopsy could maybe yield some.
We could also ask Papa why, like, do you know anyone that runs a morgue? You got any, we haven't really interviewed him now with this new information we have. Because I actually don't think he did kill him, but maybe that's just me believing in a gangster.
You could talk to Papa. You could go back and investigate it. It also, I'm sorry, I'm not any help. It also makes sense to me that you would try to deal with him at some point right now.
I just don't think we can leave him alone.
No, we need to deal with him before we do anything else.
Yeah.
We gotta drop a rock on his head. I don't know.
Okay, well then you need to come up with a plan and you need to execute it. So what are you going to do? Nastya said maybe we can put a net over him.
What? A net? I just feel like there's like fishing knives. Like by waterfront, there are like knives and things.
Wait, why have we ruled out Annabella's saber?
I didn't bring it.
Oh, fuck.
You could go home and get it, but it's in Arkham, which is quite a ways away. You're in Boston right now.
Where do we get a knife? Can there be a passerby that we can ask for a weapon?
It's like 2 a.m, so there aren't a lot of.
Do you have like a butcher knife or anything?
You know what
Maybe
you do?
there's some sex workers work in the docks that have some weapons.
So
the thing is, they're probably like me. They carry like, little switchblades, but like to cut someone's head off, we're going to need something really industrial.
Ladies, if you would like, you can try to break onto some of these boats that are docked at the wharf. Use it and then try to like get onto them and find something useful.
Yeah.
There's a saw somewhere on this wharf.
Yeah. So there are a couple boats that if someone jumps onto them, that could work. Or there are some boats where there are some guardsmen kind of standing by, but you could kind of like try to sneak past them and get onto those boats.
Is there like a workshop or like a place where the boats go in to be fixed or anything? Any sort of like structure?
No, not really. It's kind of like it's all kind of outdoors here. I mean, there are businesses. You could go down to where there are like some warehouses or places where the boats offload.
Plants, butcher shop, anything like that.
Roll your luck.
Fish bait hook place.
Roll my luck.
Yeah.
What's my luck?
Or even like boat repair.
Wait, where's luck, Jared?
It's
luck total 34. Okay, 34. I don't know if that's.
I have the best luck. Why don't I?
Oh, wait. If I get a 10 and then a 0, is that 100?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I got.
Okay. So unfortunately, guys, here in the middle of the city at the harbor, I guess like a lot of the kind of things you're talking about, like places where they strip fish or fixed boats don't appear to be here, but you could jump onto one of these boats and kind of look around if you'd like.
Yes.
There just aren't any businesses like you described. At any rate, they might be locked up. So
we're breaking into the a boat, please.
Okay, great. Give me so there are a couple people kind of like milling around that are like.
Can I go charm them? Can I go charm the lookers while they?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah, there are these old sailors. They've got the old timey kind of like Gordon's fisherman kind of raincoat on. It's like a misty kind of a slightly wet night, and Annabella walks up to them.
I rolled well under my charm.
Oh, very good. What do you say to them? How do you charm a sailor at 2 a.m.? Because when you walk up, they go, "Sorry, lass, we're not interested."
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I was out for a late night walk. I live up the hill with my family.
Oh, I just figured with your get up there that you were.
No.
Ah, okay.
It's just shop girl.
Well,
I feel at peace at the water.
You need to be careful walking around the docks at this hour, lass.
Well, that's why when I saw you guys, I thought I would come over and chat because I was a little scared.
Nastya and Nora, whoever is sneaking, needs to give me a stealth roll.
I have a 20, but my stealth is checked with no increase.
So why don't you roll over it right now?
48.
Okay, and then add a roll a d10 and add it.
2. All right, fuck. All right, 22.
Okay, so you're at 22. Are you guys sneaking?
Well, I got to roll now to see if I can sneak. Where are we?
Yeah, you got to roll to see if you can sneak.
No, I rolled way over.
And now do I try?
Yeah, you can if you're also going onto the boat.
I failed as well.
Okay,
so what's she charming them for? Is she trying to trick him to give her a knife?
Don't worry. I'll explain everything. No, she's doing a distraction for you.
Well, she needs to switch it over and rob them of their weapons.
Well, I thought maybe I could transition into what kind of cool saws do you boys have?
Okay. So the failure of the stealth doesn't really mean you automatically you can fail forward sometimes, right? So just understand, Nora, that as you're talking with these guys, your friends are making a fucking racket. Like they're landing on the boat and going, "Oh my gosh, I'm tripping," and they're like talking to each other, and like you're having to work very hard to keep the attention of these gentlemen. So I think that they're on the boats. Give me a luck roll to see if there's something you can use on these boats, or a spot hidden. You can choose. You want to get lucky, or do you want to do a thorough search? And it's not for you, Annabella, just for the two that got on the boat.
My luck is 85.
Then I think you should try that.
What the hell am I rolling luck for?
Are you fucking kidding me? I got a 91. What the fuck?
Okay, time for you to try it, Nora.
Wow.
Well, he said spot hidden too.
Well,
yeah, or you could try spot hidden.
My luck is 34. My spot hidden is 22.
My spot hidden is 45. What did you get?
All right, I got a 10 and a 0. Is that 100 again? Fuck.
Okay, so with Nora's 100, I am now going to end this scene by saying that even though Annabella did a great job of distracting them, the two girls that were sneaking onto the boats looking for something to decapitate Maurizio with end up like Nora ends up falling into the water and making a huge splash. The sailors are alerted. There ends up being this entire kind of argument. The cops are called in. The cop with the head wound is the one that responds. And it ends up being a debacle. And I'm going to say that you're asked to come to the nearby police station.
And Mauricio's just sitting there humming quietly as all of this commotion is happening.
Well, you can't see him from where you're at.
And that cop's not going to help us after we stopped and gave him first aid?
Yeah, he's trying to help you, but look, you basically you have failed out of the scene. So it means that, yes, you are going to have to. I mean, if you guys want to go, no, we run, or no, we fight a cop, or something like that.
I feel like we could reason with him and be like, hey, you know that zombie that attacked you? We snuck onto a boat to try and get a saw to decapitate him so he can't attack anybody else.
All
so
right.
Are you with us or are you against us?
Annabella, did you say that?
That's what I would say.
Okay, yeah. So when you say that, it gets really crazy because the guy doesn't quite believe that he saw a zombie, and you're talking about decapitating
a drunk guy punched him.
Can you see his head busted open?
Yeah, and So anyway, at the police station later, a friend of yours shows up. That's right. It's Detective Steve Herndon.
Motherfucker.
Oh God, this guy again.
Annabella, what? How come I always have to pull your bacon out of the fire?
You don't have to. Nobody asked you to.
I get a call at 4 a.m. telling me to come down to Boston to look into another caper you've gotten yourself into. Oh, boy, Richard wouldn't have wanted it this way.
Well, you know.
Get that husband's name out of your mouth.
And our capers have afforded us a new office space. I don't know if you're familiar with the old rat factory.
Great. You can get into bigger trouble now.
Well, maybe you can help us with this case. We'll give you some of the money.
You know what? I will help you with the case.
Well, I didn't think you'd say yes.
Swami.
Did your cop friend tell you?
Miss Magic Pants, I will help you. You know how I'll help you? I'm going to talk to these cops and get the charges dropped here. You didn't actually do anything wrong. You're welcome.
Can I tell you, Annabella saved that Irish man's life.
Yeah.
That bandage, she put that on him. What the fuck is he doing?
All right. Well, that might help me a little bit. That might help me.
Thank you.
He goes and he smooths
you guys,
it over.
He has a weapon. We need. Okay.
He only has a gun. The gun doesn't work.
We can shoot through the neck. His head will have to fall off eventually.
By the time you get released from jail, it's like mid-morning.
They got a diner close. We're really diner gals.
There's a diner.
There's pancakes.
There is a diner. It is not as good as Piper's in Arkham, but it's wonderful. It's actually, yeah. So you go to the diner and you can talk over your next moves. And Herndon, he comes in to have.
Can we order?
He comes too.
Can we order like it's the Housewives?
Of course.
I'll have an eggs Benedict, please.
The waitress and a 1924 waitress, and you just ordered an eggs Benedict at a diner. She's like, "We can fry them, scrambled, over easy."
I'll take over easy with potatoes.
I will have 2 over easy eggs and a slab of ham, and then toast, please. Can I have some potatoes?
Yeah.
Go ahead. We're doing this full diner order, Kara.
Oh, okay. Do you guys have chilaquiles? No, I'll have.
Do you have an avocado toast? Here's the thing about Coven, you guys. It's the only one of my Call of Cthulhu streams where you get the full diner order.
I'll take the Belgian waffle, please, with whipped cream.
And then Herndon, whatever you want, it's on. You can put it on my tab.
Steak and eggs.
Steak and eggs.
And are we going to go to bed or are we going to stay up and solve this? I'll get a coffee.
Yeah. Round of coffees.
Coffees
it is. And he's like, I got to get back to Arkham. Don't go getting in any more trouble in Boston. This is a big town. I can't protect you like I can in Arkham.
Okay. Thank you. Will you give us some weapon?
Will I what?
Never mind. I was just kidding. It was a joke. Go to bed.
Mary, mother of Jesus, these girls are gonna be the death of me.
Yeah, but you like us too. Now we're kind of having fun with you.
Okay, he's out the door. So now you can make your decision on what your next move is.
Oh shit!
What the fuck are we gonna do?
I think we go back to the water and see if he's there. But then if he's not there,
we're like at square one. We're nowhere.
Ooh, what if Ronaldina and him can communicate with their off-kilter language?
That feels like an outside chance.
Okay.
I mean, I think step one, find him.
Yeah.
Do we want to try and go purchase a saw?
Yes. Great idea.
Why are we okay?
Okay, so you go back to the wharf first, or you go to a hardware store.
A hardware store.
Sure.
Or is there I mean, Nora, you seem against this. Do you not
I
want
just think it's like a saw. Like you have to like sit and saw someone's head off. Like they have to sit there being still.
Do you still love him?
An axe.
You know what you guys can do sometimes when you're not totally sure is you could look at our chat, and sometimes people.
No, I'm looking in the chat.
Oh, I'm not. Fuck.
They're
And
saying we go back to the.
They sometimes have good suggestions.
Oh, if we shoot him enough, eventually his head will fall off.
Well, that was Lisa's idea.
It sure was Decepidemmer. Let's get a
I thought it was Pepper Diner.
oh, it might be.
No,
it is. No.
It's DC Pep Dimmer.
Okay,
Dimmer.
I think you're right. A saw would be too crazy. An axe or what did she use in Misery to hit his ankles? Was that a axe?
That was a mallet, I think.
Yeah, we need an axe.
Everybody roll credit rating, and the person, depending on how well you roll, is how quickly you get your hands on something that can cut off a head.
I failed.
Way over.
I went over 2, motherfucker.
So you guys
I'm like, yeah, my rolls are garbage tonight.
I do think that we could go flirt with some firemen and get an axe.
Great. Here's what happens. You guys spend all day looking for an open hardware store, but it's 1924 and it's Sunday, the Lord's Day. So they're all closed and locked up tight because people go to church in 1924, and it's Boston where everybody's super Catholic. But later, Annabella has the bright idea to go to the local fire squad because they have to be on duty at all times. And Annabella, I'm not even going to require her to roll, seduces a fireman into giving you a fire axe. So now you have an axe to cut the corpse's head off with. And
so what is it now? What is it now? The early evening, and we think he's still just soaking in the water?
That only took you 9 hours.
Okay, so the good news is we have an axe now. So when we see him, we are equipped with our weapon.
I'm putting an axe into Annabella's inventory. Annabella, make sure to write that on your character sheet too, if you can.
The axe.
I like how I said to the fireman, I'm keeping it.
Yeah.
Mine,
and,
yeah, thank you.
Your axe will use your fighting skill. If you don't have like fighting axe, then it'll use, I think, I'll let you do it with like just a hard fighting roll. So maybe you're not the one to wield it. Maybe you have to give it over to Nora later. But let's see here. The axe, I'm just going to tell you how much damage it does. Yeah, we'll just call it 1d6 plus 1.
1d6.
I don't know what that means.
I am excited to add an axe to our, arsenal.
Yeah, it is good to have like an axe. It's very horrific, to decapitate people with axes. It's the kind of horror stuff that gets me real turned on, man. Okay, so what are you going to do? You going to go to the wharf now?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
You arrive with your axe and you see footprints in the sand coming up out of the wharf and back onto the streets.
Okay.
And it is early evening.
But
so let's head back to the club.
He may have
follow the feet.
Goop. Yeah. He was like, he's got blood and guts. Isn't he dripping at all?
Yeah. If you give me a track roll, you can follow that.
There's a fucking roll. For
I have
everything.
a 10.
I have a 20. I have a 20. What do you have, Annabella?
I have a 10.
All right. I'm going to roll. I rolled over, but I did roll my lucky number. I don't know if that means anything.
How high? Remember, you guys can push if you'd like, meaning you roll again, but if you get it wrong the second time, something horrible happens.
It's not worth it.
Well, my number's so low.
It's not worth it. Let's just go back to the club.
Okay. You arrive back at the club, and Giuseppe is through the people. Password. I told you give off with the password, you mook. And they open the door, and you see that there's, again, no customers. They have cleaned the place up a bit, but people are kind of keeping scarce. They're not going into the club tonight. Papa Mafina is there, and so is Belle Baker. Belle Baker's behind the bar, just like treating herself to a little bit of liquor.
Hey, did he have you seen him?
Who? Oh, Maury?
Yeah.
No, thank God. Where have you guys been?
It's a long story. Belle, listen.
And
Do I know where Maury lives? Should we go to his house?
Yeah.
You do know where he lives. Yeah. You said you dated him, so I'm going to say yeah.
Look, we messed around a couple times. I'm not saying we dated, but
yeah, but now that he's dead, I think you should say dated. You know.
And Belle says,
for attention.
Actually, make a psychology roll.
who, me?
Yeah, or anybody.
Yeah, you.
Everybody in the scene can make one.
Who, me? All right.
Marie Senor.
Okay, I got a 33 and I have a 45 in psychology, so let's fucking do this.
Oh, that's really good. Okay, so Belle makes the face that sometimes a lady might make if you say you dated their boyfriend.
Oh, Belle makes a face?
Mm-hmm.
Take your knife out, slash her face.
No, okay. So I'm like, Belle, is there anything you want to tell me?
About Maury?
Yeah, did you guys ever spend any romantic time together? I mean,
yeah,
me
but
and him, it was just a couple of drunk nights.
Well, yeah, but nothing happened. Yeah, we were close, sure.
Who would want to hurt him?
Maury. Everybody would want to hurt him. But this sounds like it was, one of the other gangs in town.
Okay.
If they hijacked his truck. If you want more information from her, you can give me some kind of interpersonal role, and I want to know exactly the question you're asking.
What's the interpersonal role?
I'm sorry, that would be like charm, fast talk, intimidate, or persuade.
Charm.
I think I'm intimidating, aren't I?
You are.
I'll roll my charm and just see, I guess.
Okay. And you can roll intimidate as well, Nora, after that, if you'd like to try.
Well, I got
I have a 75 and I got a 48. So
how did you do on your charm, Annabella?
I rolled over. Women, broken women are not my strong suit.
Annabella starts maybe to compliment Belle on I saw you one time, and Belle's just like, ugh, and lights a cigarette. And that's when Nora, you intimidate her. Tell me how you intimidate her, and tell me what you exactly want to know from her.
I don't know. What do I want to know?
We want to know who would do this and who would take the truck and if she was a part of it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I thought I was going to give an idea of how to intimidate her.
Because she seems kind of jealous and weird. And maybe she did do something in a rage or set something up, or she was fucking someone else and wanted to get rid of him. We just need to know.
I think we should ask if she knows who did this to him.
Okay.
That feels specific. And if she knows, then that will help us.
But didn't we just ask her and she said no, but now I'm intimidating her?
Now you're intimidating her. So tell me how you intimidate her and ask the damn question.
I think you should be like, hey, listen, I'm
How about
way
I
better
point my
with
finger
Papa.
against her bony little sternum and I push her up against the wall. You know what I mean? I'm going like this.
I can get you fired from here. I'm going to tell Papa you've been boozing.
I go, Papa Mafina loves me. I am the most beloved waitress at this place. There's 1,000 other boozed up lounge singers I can get in here to take your place. So you tell me right now what you know about what happened to Maury.
Okay,
Did you have something to do with it?
Okay. No, everybody hates Maury. You know that. I tried to off him. I tried, but it didn't work. It didn't work.
Wait, you tried to kill him?
Yes, but it didn't work. He and I didn't turn him into this thing.
Why did you try to kill him and how?
And when?
You remember Pete, Nora?
Mm-hmm.
My ex.
Yeah. Bad guy.
Not as bad as Maury. They got in a fight over cards. Maury beat him so bad. I got to take the ferry out weekends to go see him at the Long Island hospital. He's got nurses taking care of him night and day. That's why this place has to do well, so I could pay for him to stay there. So yeah, I tried, but it didn't do no good. It didn't kill him.
How did you try?
We know.
How'd you try, Belle? I am really sorry too.
Follow me. And she takes you down the steps, out the building, and down a couple blocks to her apartment, and takes you up into her little kind of like sad little garret apartment. And you see that she has a couple old bottles of hooch there as well, on kind of like a little old liquor cart or service table. And one of them is clearly like homemade from like a moonshine still or something like that. Like someone has, just put a cork in like an industrial bottle, and it's half filled with like a yellow liquid. And she goes, I got this chemist guy. I was reading in the paper how ever since they enacted the Volstead law, people have been dying, from drinking bad hooch. So I figure I'll just have someone make some bad hooch for me on purpose.
Mm-hmm. Smart.
Give him a little bit. Then it's not my fault. He just drank bad liquor.
It's a great idea.
To be in my house.
That's a good idea.
Is bad hooch what formaldehyde becomes?
Well, yeah, I mean, they take, alcohol, industrial alcohols, and then they distill it into liquor right now. But he didn't die from it. He got kind of sick. He threw up, and then he left to go on the milk run to Cape Cod. She pops open the bottle, and there is like a heavy smell of almost like formaldehyde.
Okay, so that's why he smells like that.
Yeah, but why does he still smell like that?
But how do you know that it didn't kill him later? Like rotted his stomach and he just died after he went to go on the run.
God, what is this stuff?
Well, where'd you get it? Who's the chemist?
Come with me. And she'll take you if you want to drive her there.
Yeah.
Okay. She takes you over to Boston Tech, now called MIT. And she takes you onto the campus and into a laboratory. And when you walk in, there are two young guys, and they are popping corks into bottles. And the second they see you guys, they shove it all under a table.
We come in peace. We know what you do.
Oh God! Hey, you said you wouldn't talk if I gave you the hooch, the stuff.
Zip it. Question: have you ever used this stuff on someone and they've come back from the dead?
I'm sorry. What?
You heard me.
Have you ever used this and the person hasn't died?
Tell me what you're talking about right now.
We have a zombie revenant on our hands, and he's like a zombie. Do you know what that is?
You're kidding me.
No, he's mumbling around town, causing problems, holes going through him, liquids falling out of him, hole in his head, but he's out there marching around.
Unkillable.
Sitting here in like Boston Tech sweaters, with like, and they look at each other, and then they're like, follow us, and they take you into a back laboratory where they are brewing this like kind of yellow stuff, and the one guy says, "You gave her the wrong bottle, you idiot. I didn't know. It was a mistake."
Are you guys making revenant potions here?
No, it's not. What? I don't know what it's a preservative. That's all it is. It's a preservative. I study suspended animation.
Cartoons?
No, not cartoons. I study chemicals that can sort of pause the body or organic matter in a pristine state.
Okay, well, it's made a zombie. And how would we go about
Stopping it.
actually ending and stopping moving this zombie that has this preservative in them?
Well, I mean, theoretically, we were also kind of theorizing about a chemical that would dissolve the agent, the preserving agent, inside of the body.
Okay.
I mean, I haven't figured out, how we would make that yet.
Okay. If we cut off his head, would that work?
I mean, I can. So
sounds like we're going to be waiting around for a vaccine for quite a while.
Have you told this guy everything about what happened? Like you're just on the table. There's a zombie. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
like I'm worried. So like even if there's like a preservative dissolver, won't he die of the injuries he's sustained?
Yes.
This is keeping him alive, but he'll die.
Yes,
right?
he will.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
Of like
Okay.
gunshot wounds that are everywhere.
Yeah.
I
mean, that's my assumption.
No, this guy's sweating. Look at him. What's up?
No, he's saying he can't believe that it works. Like he's just completely dumbfounded that it did that. Like he was honestly thinking of it like you would use it in museums. You would like give it to an animal somewhere, and then you'd be able to put the animal in the museum without like all the work of stuffing it. He had no idea it would do this to a living human being.
Yeah, because girls. Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
Well, girls, even though he had this preservative in him, someone still tried to kill him.
Yeah. Is there a bald guy who has really close together eyes and glasses who works with you?
The door flies open, and a bald
kind of
guy,
looks like this.
a bald guy, and very this guy walks in.
Okay.
Yes.
Slugworth.
It's
Wait, I forgot who he is, though.
well,
He was in the car that pulled away.
Oh, you.
I'm the
think we
man.
didn't see you?
I'm the man who's been tailing you, Nastya.
Why?
Allow me to introduce myself. Wilbert Howard, IRS.
Hello.
And this
Nastya, I told you to pay your taxes.
I'm not
And
even
this-
a citizen.
bootlegging operation is going to be shut down.
What bootlegging? We're not.
Like some boys in blue come in behind him, and the scientists are like, oh no. And he's like, yep, using campus property to create illicit
Wow.
spirits. That is against the Volstead Act, my friend. I'm afraid that you are under arrest.
So
And
we're fine.
no, you were trying to buy the illicit
We were not.
spirits.
We're not trying to. We're trying to.
buy. You saw us with that freaking zombie earlier. We're on zombie duty. We're not trying to buy anything. We don't even have money to buy this.
Zombie? Really? This
Well,
is
what would
the
you-
story that you're getting. I've heard a lot of things since I've been enforcing the Volstead Act. A lot of crazy story. I talked to a lot of drunks. Sometimes it's a pink elephant that made them do it.
Well, for being an investigator, you have no fucking evidence.
Yeah, you need to tell us you were trailing us, but you didn't see what we were doing. Then you're.
I don't have evidence. What do you call this? And he takes out one of the bottles and he smashes it and he's like, huh? Smells like alcohol to me.
Whose
Well, you just-
bottle is it?
You just smashed it. You just ruined the
You're in
evidence.
a laboratory with these college guys, and that they had, bottles that they hid when you guys walked in.
So wait, is that alcohol? Is that the bottle of the alcohol, or is that a bottle of the preservative? Because they've been
Let's see how
fucking up.
how lucky Wilbert is.
Does he
He's
take
pretty
a
lucky.
swig?
He's pretty lucky, so he's not taking a swig. Are you out of your mind? I would never let the demon liquor touch my lips.
You're a fucking idiot.
I value my neurons,
Okay, dude.
Miss Wilkins.
Take us in. We'll get out of there before dinner.
I don't think you're going to get out of there on a federal crime.
I just don't think
You
you
have nothing that links.
we're
You have
trying to buy.
nothing that links us to this. You've been following us since last night. This is a huge
Yeah.
federal sting. You've been following us for 12 hours. We have nothing to do with this.
Yeah, well, I have something to do with this. if I don't get you on this, I'm going to get you for working at that club garden.
Why
Yeah,
do you have
I
to
know
go
what's going
after us?
on there. And as soon as business resumes, the whole thing's getting shut down.
We don't care what gets shut down.
Welcome. Well, you should care, Nostria, because if the club garden gets shut down, Nora can't be a cigarette girl anymore. I mean, that's not that bad. But also, you probably won't get your pay from Papa Buffina.
Oh.
So
Piss off a gangster either.
you guys, if you use a law, can maybe talk yourself.
Oh yeah.
out.
Someone in the comments helps. Okay. Hey, Baldy, if we did something wrong, we were at the jail already last night. Why didn't they hold us for anything? It's prohibition.
Well, that's a separate investigation. This is
Why didn't you stop us there? You're not even working with the local authorities. You're a fucking scam. I
I was
trust you.
waiting for you to lead me to your source, and now I found the source of
We're not
the club
buying it.
garden's
We have no
hooch.
proof that we tried to purchase anything. Nothing is in our possession. No money has changed hands.
Our
You
prints
may-
are not on the bottles.
You may roll law, and you'll
I have a 5 in law, so I don't think it should be me.
Oh, we
I
all have
don't have-
5s.
I only have a 5 too.
Oh.
looks like you're gonna need a lawyer, or
Well,
something
let me
like that.
try. I'm gonna try.
Okay, yeah, give it a shot.
Fuck, I got a 6. That's fucked up.
Oh
Wait,
my god.
If you got a 6, you can spend 1 point of luck and succeed. Would you
Okay,
like
yeah.
to-
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, wait, I want you to check law. And basically, it's the argument you guys are making. We don't have any in our hands. We haven't handed them any money, And he's like, fine, but I want you 3 to keep your noses clean. And if I were you, I'd stay away from Causeway Street and that den of iniquity, the club garden, because I've got my eye on it.
Okay.
We need to
And now
murder
he
that
is.
guy.
And now he is having his this is Wilbert Howard. He's having his cops round up all of the weird magic chemical, and they are arresting the scientist whose name is
Wait, we gotta warn the mobsters, and we gotta kill this bald guy.
I mean, I just think it's fucked up they're arresting scientists. Like, it's a slippery slope, boys.
Has anything changed
I know.
in 100 years?
I know you guys don't know what Nazis are yet, but you are them.
Everybody make an idea roll.
Idea.
Where is that?
Oh, I'm sorry. It's your intelligence, basically. See how it says idea under your intelligence?
Oh, yeah, I see that.
Ooh, I got way under.
Whoa, I got a 4.
That's great.
I rolled a hard under.
Okay,
Me
so
too.
you guys realize that this scientist and his dissolution chemical is probably your best chance at solving the issue, and he is being taken into custody right now.
This isn't real. I don't think I think this is like a government agency, the people that trap aliens. Like, I don't believe that this is I don't think they are who they say they are.
You want to see some identification?
No, but we need to get this guy out. But yeah, maybe identification. Did they leave already?
No, they're rounding up all the chemicals. They're rounding up the weird
alcohol.
preservative like it is also alcohol.
We need them to make this dissolution thing.
Yeah.
Right. So we just need to prove that this is formaldehyde and not alcohol, right?
You can do that, or you could try that.
But isn't it something a little bit more magical than formaldehyde? Because formaldehyde doesn't just turn you into a zombie.
No, it's a
Sure.
preservative.
Let me clarify. It looks like these guys are operating a lab where they make something more magical than formaldehyde. Certainly, he explained to you that it was an experimental preservative.
Mm-hmm.
But on the side, in order to make a little extra cash and to fund their experiments,
Yeah, they make alcohol.
actual alcohol. And so he's not wrong. They do have alcohol here, and that is what he is arresting them for. Unfortunately, being a layman, him and his cops are also grabbing up all the preservative fluid and everything else.
Huh.
Well, we don't need the preservative fluid. We need the stopper. And
Yeah,
he
you
hasn't
need,
even
you need you need your scientist guy to mix the antidote,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what do we do? They're getting hauled off.
I don't know. You tell me.
Well,
What should we use to mix the solution? Can he just like tell us what he thinks may work?
Oh, that's really interesting. Okay. Yeah, he starts yelling at you. He's like, okay,
I'll write
you're
it down.
gonna need to create sort of an initial solution of benzoate, and he's going on with it, like, okay, remember the chemical formula. They're dragging him into a paddy wagon, CO94. And then, okay, no, boil that, and he like rattles it all off for you, and Nastia's like writing it down.
yeah. Wait, also, okay, I wrote
And
all
they
this
throw him in the
down.
back of the paddy wagon.
But can we bail him out? Is bail been invented?
Bail exists. Bail has been invented.
What will his bail be?
It will be quite steep. It will be quite steep considering that this is
federal crime.
A federal crime.
Sure, but
And in fact, there might not be any bail at all for a federal crime like this. I'm not sure.
Because the mobsters, we need to warn them too. Maybe they'll give us money for warning to bail this guy out. Or should we put on some gloves and try to make this?
Eventually, they have cleared out the lab, and they're leaving. They're leaving with West and his assistant. And
can we steal some stuff without them noticing?
Yeah, I think you could if you
If
make
we
a
could
sleight of
steal
hand
a
roll.
bottle of the solution, we could try to give it to somebody else to make the antidote to it.
My sleight of hand is fucking hard. Hold on.
I also feel like
My sleight of hand is 70. Hold on, should I do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
62.
Okay, so 62. So you can check your sleight of hand, and Nora, you grab some of the preservative before they like off of the back of like their paddy wagon, like as they're like loading it up. And you also grab some papers and things from the laboratory before they kind of round those up, and then suddenly they like get like one of them comes running over from like one of those phones that's like in the middle of the street that they had back then where they would get their orders and stuff. And it's like, there's been a shootout in Southie. We got to get down there. It's the Gustin gang. And they all start jumping into their like Model Ts and running off toward that crime. So you do have a bottle of the preservative. Add that to your character sheet and let me know what you would like to do next.
Should we go to the shootout just in case Maury is involved in it? And we
I
have
don't think he is. If they said it's the Gustin gang, I don't think it has to do with him.
We also have to warn your bosses that the feds are on it.
Yeah. Let's go to the club.
Okay, great.
I want to tell Papa Messina.
Or should we call? Let's just call. I'm scared because what if they're staking it out and then you go there and then we get arrested again? No.
Is there a back entrance? You're like an employee entrance?
Yeah, you sure there is, absolutely. And so you come in through the back employee entrance, and soon you're talking to Papa Messina and his men.
So I'm like, listen, Papa, we just narrowly escaped getting busted by the IRS. They know about alcohol. They know about hooch going in and out of places like this. He wants to shut you down.
Internal revenue pigs.
Yeah, I don't know what your plan is, but
all I want to do is go straight.
You got to shut down or you got to lay low just for a little bit until this blows over.
I got to shut the club down?
Yeah.
Unless you want to get caught by that bald man.
Okay, we'll lay low for a little while. You girls should get out of here. If you're seen in here, you could be in big trouble.
Okay.
Did you manage to
try to figure out what's going on with
handle our other little problem?
We gotta finish that.
We haven't slept.
First, we need to talk to a chemist. Do you know any?
A chemist?
Yeah.
He does not know any chemists.
Pharmacist?
You guys know a pharmacist.
We
Yeah,
sure
Oh,
do.
that's right. I
Arkham?
forgot about our pharmacist friend. Who's
Yep.
that again?
I'm looking up the character's name right now, and if the chat knows it, they should tell us. But yes, certainly you could go and talk to him if that's what you wanted to do.
I'm just worried about this zombie that's still on the loose.
We haven't heard anything yet.
True. You think me? Oh,
Ronaldina would get a hold of us if someone called the agency.
Oh yeah,
Or should we go back?
Tim Van Houten. Tim Van Houten. I had it. I knew it was Tim.
How
He's
did
your
we even
pharmacist
know Tim?
friend.
he's just a farm. He's back in Arkham, so we'd have to go back to Arkham.
Tim Van Houten.
I mean, unless we call Ron. No, there's no way. Do we go check at the water and see if maybe he just went back there? Like, it does seem like a place he likes.
Did Bella get arrested?
No, nobody got arrested from there because they didn't raid it yet.
No, but wasn't she with
No,
us? at
she
the
was with
chemist-
us, but she's like,
She didn't go with you to the scientist.
Okay, thank you. Maybe.
Okay. So what's next?
Are you fine going to Arkham, or you wanna? We need a rest anyways. Like, let's go check in, see if we have any messages. Contact the pharmacist.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go back to Coven.
Is that too
investigation.
boring? Is that too
Yeah.
secretarial for the Cthulhu?
Oh my God, it's so
No,
boring that we're gonna do it.
I was going to say we should find him and bring him to Arkham with us, but it's like either put him in the car or drag him behind it.
That's funny.
drop
Okay,
him to the roof.
so Ronaldina, when you get back to Coven Investigations, is like, no messages again.
Thank you, girl. How are you?
I'm well. I've been reading from this book. And she holds up a magazine. It's like a ladies' magazine that shows like different kinds of fancy corsets and things.
Cool. Pretty.
Maybe we'll get you a corset for Christmas.
I killed a rat too.
Thank you.
Remember, Ronaldina, you don't need to eat them anymore.
I know. I'm not eating them. I'm
Just
not
wait.
eating them.
Okay, just checking.
I'm not insane anymore.
We have a
you know?
kitchen, and you're allowed to eat whatever you want from there, so it's no more rats for
Look,
you.
I know that she pulls out a handful of raw hamburger. She's like, I know. I'm not.
I made some
I'm not
borscht. What are
doing
you
gross
doing?
things like that anymore. I eat like a normal person now.
I hate Ronaldina.
Nora, she is going through something and she needs us. I know, but she needs us.
Okay, but we need to put away the raw meat. I can't watch that happen again.
Yeah, Ronaldina, how about
Yeah, that's the worst thing we've seen.
What?
No, how
What?
about girl? I'm gonna have a little cooking
Yeah.
session with you. We're gonna do a little cooking class once we solve this zombie thing. You and me, okay? You come
Ooh,
over.
a zombie.
Do you know
There-
any chemistry, by the way?
No, I remember I was tied up in an attic bedroom
From age
for-
12.
Yes, but you've been
for
doing a lot of
a
reading.
decade.
You've been doing a lot of reading.
She's been
So
reading Good Housekeeping. I don't think she learned how to make an antidote. Let's go to our friend in Arkham.
Okay, great. So you show up at the pharmacy, and Tim Van Houten is like, "Wow, look what the cat dragged in."
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
How are you, ladies?
not
Listen,
good.
Tim, you have to do chemistry to become what you do, right? To become a pharmacist?
That's right. I have to do chemistry.
Well, you're such a snob always. Listen, we need to know. Look at that. That is a face built for actually. So we have this solution. We have this experimental agent here that we think is sort of turning people catatonic, putting them into a zombie-like state.
I'm
we
sorry.
need to figure out.
It's putting people in a zombie-like state.
Yes.
Yeah. A revenant, if you've heard.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I read something about this in one of the magazines we have here. And he pulls like a pulp magazine off of like one of the spinning racks, and it says like, The Shadow or something. And he's like, yeah, in Haiti, they give people like these chemicals that like make their brain sort of melt, and then they'll do whatever you tell them to.
Cool.
Well, this one doesn't listen.
Yeah, we need something to now counteract the preservative that's keeping him alive.
I'm sorry. What do you want me to do? And somebody's like, "Excuse me, young man. I need." Yeah. I'll be with you in a minute.
We have this agent. We need an antidote for it. Do you think you could do that? Can you test it, figure out what its components are, and then make an antidote?
He takes the agent.
We know some of the ingredients.
Oh yeah, Nastya has a list of the ingredients.
Yes, sir. It is
And
solution with benzoid and CO94, and we have to boil it.
Wait, so that was me sort of improvising.
That was improv. There's more. You wrote down a lot of stuff.
You wrote down a lot of stuff, but what you need to do right now is give me an English language roll. Nastya is the one of you whose main language is Russian. You have to give me an English language roll and see if you got it correct to see if you got the formula all correct.
Okay, my English is still pretty good. And I failed.
He looks at it and he's like, "You want me to mix this?"
Yes, please.
Yes.
Look,
please.
I mean, you guys aren't trying to like get hopped up on this stuff, are you?
We just opened a business.
This is for our work, Tim.
And you know it.
All right. Well, I don't have all this stuff here, but
we got some stuff here.
We'll pay.
So,
because we stole some bottles.
Yeah, let's see here. All right, so it'll take a couple hours, but he will mix this for you.
Great.
These commenters, they remember everything. They're like, at least it's not 3 a.m. this time. We don't even remember Tim. How do they remember when we saw him last?
Okay, so basically, while being dragged into a paddy wagon, the scientists that created a young Dr. West rattled off the formula to Nastya, who managed to write it down verbatim right as they slammed the paddy wagon door on him. She has passed it on to Tim, who has mixed it, and now we cut to a couple hours later, and he is setting a really creepy-looking dark amber liquid in front of you. It's not as yellow as the other one. It looks almost kind of brown, but it is translucent. You can't see through it. And he's like, "I'm serious. Do not drink this stuff, or even, spend a lot of time smelling it."
Okay.
But we can murder a zombie with it.
I don't know what you are.
We haven't gotten that far with
this
him.
gal is. You are out of left field, honey.
I know, Tim. She reads a magazine too.
I respect that you actually, you talk the talk for your whole spooky mumbo jumbo thing. Sure, Nastya, you can kill a zombie with it. Mostly what it would probably do is sort of break down certain types of adhering molecules inside of an organic structure.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. And hey, Annabella, I was wondering about that. They're having that fundraiser at the VFW where it's kind of like it's a casino night. So I think that you told me that you like to gamble.
I do.
And that thought it would be fun for all of us to go. But
Can we get his picture back up here real quick?
All of it. Well, Nastya loves to gamble.
This guy's asking you out, Annabella.
Nastya and Nora love to gamble too. Like, it's kind of our thing to gamble together, like girls' night.
Yeah, but I have Shabbos. I'm kidding.
He steps out from behind the counter, and you see he's got some real nice duds on.
I'll gamble. I would love to go to the VFW with you.
Hey, hot damn.
Annabella, I just want to say that I know you haven't been dating a lot since your husband died in the war, and I really want to applaud you for getting back out there.
Thank you.
Great.
I did fuck that cop that's mad at us.
Yeah.
It's just because I was his friend, and he, they almost died together.
Okay, girls, you have what you think is the preservative that will work. Now all you have to do
now
is
we have to just go, and we're in Arkham. We have to go back to Boston and find this zombie.
I have an idea. What if we contact one of our cop friends from Boston and see if any zombie calls have come in?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Any calls of a strange, unkillable monster rambling around.
Or we could call Papa too. We could call Papa and maybe the cops there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. You're gonna call your cop friend and kind of ask him, is that what you said? And then also call Papa?
Yeah, our cop friend was kind of a shitty friend.
Well, tell me who you'd like to talk to, and you can talk to
No,
them.
we'll call him. Maybe I can call and see if his head is okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's who you're getting in touch with, the patrolman.
Yeah, just to see if there's been any reports.
Okay, great. Yeah. All right. So, it takes a while. Actually, this is going to require a roll. I think you need credit rating to get him on the phone.
Okay, I have great credit rating.
Okay.
Well, I don't want to go that far, but damn it. I rolled a 98.
Oh no.
Wait,
Okay.
should I roll something?
You can if you'd like.
Yeah,
What,
but we didn't
credit
help
rating?
them.
Well, you need to try a different tack. I mean, basically,
We could also call in a fake crime and see if anyone else has reported this crime.
That's not
Like, I think I saw a zombie. Maybe I'm crazy. Hasn't, that type of thing.
And the dispatcher's like, yeah, we've been getting a lot of these. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not sure yeah, I'm not sure about that. But if you want to try that, you can try it. Or if you have
It's okay.
yeah. Ladies, basically Annabella got on the phone with the Boston police and was like, do you have any idea who I am? I mean, maybe not exactly like that, but it didn't work. So they're not giving you any information about people that are calling in or what they're calling in. You have to give me a different tactic you're going to use. And you could just go to talk to Papa Mafina if you wanted to.
Yeah, I guess we'll just go there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the club.
Papa's got ears all over town, so he'd know if there were sightings.
You go to Papa Mafina and let's see. He's there and he tells you, like, I told you, stay away from here. Those feds got eyes on us.
I know we've got the thing that is going to end Maury. We just need to find him.
Maury, yeah. I mean, he hasn't been through here, thank God.
You haven't heard any calls or anything?
No, but someone hit the Gustin gang hard earlier tonight.
Right.
Hit him how?
I don't know. Someone was in their territory and rumbled with them.
Okay.
Put one of the boys in the hospital, I think.
Let's go check it out. It might be him. Maybe the Gustin gang is who put the hit on him to steal the booze. And
or it could be the same person attacking both trucks.
True.
Great. Okay, so you're gonna head to Southie, and the Gustin gang is named after a street, Gustin Street, and so they have their operatives kind of milling around there, and somehow someone kind of attacked them, and there was some sort of altercation. The cops said it was a firefight. You arrive in Southie Boston. It's now quite late because you had to go all the way to Arkham, get something mixed, and come back, talk to Papa Mafina. So I'm going to say that it's very late at night now. It's like midnight. And basically you can see that there's still a couple of cops kind of guarding the crime scene, which is literally like a street corner that they've kind of roped off. And they have tape down and things like that. There's still like a old timey guy, like popping those big flash pictures of the scene. And so what would you like to do?
Should we try and get some info from the cops?
You could, if you'd like.
I don't
You think they're low level guys and they don't know anything?
I don't know. I don't know if we should keep circling the block and see if we see the zombie running.
Well, Nora, do you know if there's a bar or a speakeasy in Southie? Is there a place we could go that this gang would be hanging out at? Would Nora know that?
Yeah.
She wouldn't, and there is
that.
She would, and there is not. This gang is not a gang that sells booze or runs illegal businesses. This gang hijacks trucks.
Oh,
but there has to be a place where they hang out.
Oh, certainly, but it might just be their headquarters. It might just be they're
garage.
building. Yeah, exactly.
I mean, there's Irish mob bars in Southie in real life today, so I feel like there's got to be one in the 20s.
Make an education roll, halved, and you Nora will know the location of
What's the
where
education roll? I don't have that in my thing.
It's up top. It's up top.
you certainly do.
Oh, ADU. Oh, I have a 70. Okay.
So you need to make a 35.
Oh, wait, I do? Okay, hold on.
I want it to be hard. Yeah,
You want it to be hard?
I do.
No, I didn't do good.
Only Nora would know that because she tangles with all these rough characters. I'm going to say that you do know where it's at, but you don't know these guys, and you're sure that they're dangerous.
Yeah, I didn't know that they hijacked trucks. So
And you're not quite sure how to approach them. Do you still want to go?
no. I mean, it sounds like that was that.
I mean, the thing is, we're on their side. We're trying to catch this lunatic with zombies. So if a zombie attacked them, we're like, we could pretend to be on their side.
You can just say we want to get the guy who did this. We have this potion and it will kill him or whatever. That's a good point.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll talk to some Irish gangsters.
Yeah.
Want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Nora takes you to the place because you did get under your regular no roll, right, Nora? Your regular EDU roll.
No, I didn't. I went way over.
What did you roll?
A fucking 74.
That's
Okay.
not way over.
No.
So that's only 4 over.
Yeah, you're right.
But I wanted a hard.
That meant way over the hard. Yeah.
So basically, here's what I'm going to roll. You know that you think that this garage is where they hang out, but you don't know what they look like. You don't know who to talk to. And you do see just some guys playing cards right inside the garage. Blonde-headed guys in cheap suits.
Can I knock?
Yeah, you
Ding
knock.
dong.
And one of them gets up. He's got like a toothpick sticking out of his mouth. Yeah.
Have you seen an injured looking lunatic man attacking everybody?
He reaches forward and grabs you.
He grabs me?
That's right. Actually, he fails. He reaches forward to grab you, and you kind of leap out of the way. And then his compatriot marches forward to grab Nora.
What the fuck?
And he fails as well.
Can't we just be like, we're trying to get the guy. We're trying to help.
We're trying to get him.
I guess you better make a persuade roll.
Mobsters, we can't reason with them about zombies. Like,
I guess you better make a persuade roll.
didn't
To
say
be like, we're trying to
zombies.
get him. We're trying to stop him.
well, you describe them then.
You actually,
They are guys that go around trying to kill everybody.
hey, Kara, both Megan and Liza sometimes tell the craziest stories to NPC characters. Like there was a monster, but this time Liza didn't do that. She just said there was like, I don't know how you
wandering around trying to kill everybody. That sounds like a mobster.
Who we want to kill. But
No, but they don't know.
I want to get the guy.
Damn it, give me a persuade roll to persuade them you're on their side.
Okay.
Well, I have a 10 persuade, so I'm not the right person.
I have a
to
10
do it.
persuade and I failed.
Yeah, we all have 10.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I got a 6.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Check it.
Oh, hell yeah.
She's a believer now.
I couldn't tell if I got a 6 or a 9. I had to check where the dash was.
Okay. So they're like, what do you mean you want to stop him?
Well,
Let's just say we have certain resources and we know how to stop him. And we know that your guns do not know how to stop him.
we met with scientists.
We want to help you. We're here to help you. We're on your side.
He's not human then.
No. Well, he was.
All right. So how can we help? Like you said, we put 5 bullets in him. He just kept moving.
We gotta find him. Where
Put
is he?
Jimmy in the hospital.
Here, we have this potion and we need to find him. And
He couldn't
I
have
think
gone
we're gonna
far.
I think he's what?
He couldn't have gone far.
Okay.
great, let's go. And you guys have to protect and help us.
Yeah, can you help go? You come with us. We'll get it in him.
Okay.
So we're just riding deep with the Gustin gang now. They're just going to take us around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
true.
they pull back to like the corner where the attack happened, and they're like, he wasn't moving very fast when he left us. We gave him a thing or two to think about. Yeah, you don't cross the Gustin gang without paying for it.
Listen, buddy, his brain has been like mostly removed, so he's not thinking about that much.
We can't show ourselves to the cops.
We can't either.
Yeah, they don't love us.
All right. Should we wait till they clear off, or should we try to sneak past them? Because there's got to be something that'll lead us to the monster.
We got to
I've
sneak.
been known
It's getting
to be
late.
able to- I've been known to be able to create a distraction.
Yes, it's always gone off perfectly.
What kind of car do you drive?
Wait, okay. So, look, the problem is that there's a bunch of cops out there. They think you should search around here because they don't think he could have gotten far. They described that he was on foot and he was like limping and dragging a leg.
So the gangster just can't come with us because they'll spot him. But we're fine.
That could be the solution. Is that if you want to have them as troopers, you need to or as like backup, you need to come up with some other kind of plan, like you said, distracting the cops or everybody sneaking past them or something like that. Yeah. So what'll it be?
10 things I hate about you style. Just splash your titties.
Yeah. Should I roll a charm? I feel like I'm good with the cops.
Sure, but last time I had you roll a charm, then I had people sneak by, and that didn't go so well.
Yeah, but that's they fell in the water. That wasn't my fault.
We failed.
So we're trying the old Annabella talks to the cops, and then the others kind of sneak by with stealth. Is that what we're trying?
Yeah, and I rolled under.
Oh, nicely done. So, what are you talking to the cops about?
Wow. Did something happen tonight?
Okay. They are kind of like, gang warfare, miss. The problem is these young men are not raised with the proper Christian values. They start out as hoodlums, but so he's like being another boring cop. And then the two Gustin gang hoods just snuck past them into the alley behind.
Great.
How did you do, Nastya and Nora?
What did we have to roll for?
Stealth. You have to sneak.
I got it. I got a 18.
I failed.
And I have a 22 in stealth.
Can I push my roll, please?
Yeah, you may push your roll.
Yes.
Really?
I got 10.
Okay, nicely done. So you guys follow through the alley, and one of the Gustin guys just rolled a 14 on his tracking roll. And he's like, look, it was dribbling this stuff. And there's like that yellow fluid. The preservative is kind of like on the ground. And you guys follow a trail of it up to a big old Catholic church. And you can see that one of the big oaken doors has kind of like been popped open.
Okay.
And now
I'm gonna take a little water,
are you gonna go walking in the front door?
Yeah.
Okay.
With the boys.
Of course. So you guys pop open the doors, and there on the altar, sitting there just like kind of oozing yellow gunk, is the fly Mosca. And he looks way worse. Part of his face is missing now, and his eyeball is kind of like sticking out. And one of his arms is kind of ragged, and like his leg was damaged. It was kind of parts of it were blown off. So he's
We've got to give him this solution, but how are we going to get it into him?
Wait, does he have to drink it? Can we pour it on him, or do we have to put it in it?
He starts charging toward the whole group of you. Probably
is this like power of Christ compels you shit, where we can?
No, I think he needs to soak up his stomach.
Wait, we have our axe. Let's axe him in the chest.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stop for tonight. So we're gonna leave it with him rushing forward like an undead monster from hell, and Nastia like with an axe, and Nora with the solution, and Annabella maybe she brought her sword this time. I don't know, but the point is, next time we're gonna have a big old action scene and probably plenty of time for some Coven business. You can just work, if you solve the mystery in like the first hour, we can spend the second hour with you just hanging out with Ronaldina eating raw hamburger.
God.
Yeah.
I mean, I have to go to the VFW for casino night.
Oh, thank you. That's happening too. We can totally detail with every die roll Annabella's date with Tim Van Houten. I'm excited about next session. I really, really love playing with you guys. You make me laugh and you make me pull my hair out, and those are both good things. So thank you again, guys. It's Liza Treyger, Kara Klenk, and Megan Gailey. Find them online. Tell them how much you enjoyed this, and read all their stuff. Like, find their things and like them and subscribe to them wherever they're at.
And
We
also,
forgot about how we all have new purses from our last job.
Oh my God, we didn't even bring up the purses.
next week.
I'll bring him to the business. I'll bring my purse to the business.
You know what we will do right now so that next time we play, Kara doesn't go, I have a check and you haven't even let me. So let's improve our skills right now.
Okay,
Kara, what do
bitch.
you have that hasn't been?
I have a check for persuade.
Okay, here we go. Roll over, and then if it succeeds, you can
Okay,
add
wait.
10.
Persuade
Megan, is that a turtleneck and a
is 10.
sweater or one?
While you're doing that, I'm just going to do a little bit of end of show
Connected.
business. Guys, you voted for it, and last Saturday, the Neptune Society sent a crack team of Robert Buckley, Becca Scott, and Kelly Nugent on the hunt for Green October. Tune in for Sharks, Submarines, Sunken Cities, and more this Saturday at 6 p.m. Pacific, and Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific. The Vampires of Pittsburgh are back, but after the events of last session with our Inquisitors, they may wish that they weren't. Watch Ashley Birch, Ross Bryant, and Abubakar Salim negotiate the darkest timeline. We made Pandemic even worse in our Vampires of Pittsburgh game. How'd you do, Kara? Did Nora
Okay,
get
so
back?
my sleight of hand went up to 75 from 70.
Yeah.
And my persuade went from 10 to 17.
And I
that's
need
amazing.
sorry.
I thought that I had spot hidden checked, but
but that was earlier, I
I
think.
did it earlier and then I just forgot to uncheck.
Yeah.
I just need to do first aid.
Okay, go for it.
Roll one and then add it.
Yeah, roll it. Roll first aid. Try to roll over, and if you do, you can roll one and add it.
Oh, okay.
Also, I have old numbers that aren't on the new sheet. I'm going to add and then there's some check marks.
All right, don't cheat, Lisa. If I find out you've added 5 to your,
No, 4 for second sight.
if you've added a bunch to your operate heavy machinery, I'm going to be really annoyed.
My first aid went up by 9.
Whoa, damn!
I'm going to heal these motherfuckers.
You could be a
Mother
nurse.
Teresa's on our team.
Well, I know, but I decided nursing, it was what my mom and sister did. I wanted to own my shop.
That's great. It's too bad you weren't there on that hill in the Psalm. You could have nursed your husband from that horrible
okay,
wound.
Jared, that's enough.
What? I was being
that
sincere.
I know.
Too bad you couldn't have nursed your dead husband back to life. Thanks.
I think about it every night as I lie my head to sleep.
Well,
Guys, we are also a podcast at Stream of Blood. Twice weekly, we are posting episodes of Vampires of Pittsburgh and the Neptune Society, and other shows will follow. So please find it on the podcatcher of your choice. Subscribe, download, and give us. Oh, you don't have to give us 5 stars. Actually, you can give us any rating you want.
Well, if it's a blend, just don't do it.
I have 5 check marks to do. Is that going to be boring for people or what do I do?
I think that we should do all of them, but if people need to go, that's okay too. I'm not going to be like,
And it's
wow,
D10?
Megan left while Lisa was doing her check mark. That's so rude.
And it's D10 die?
It's you roll it normally, but you're trying to roll over, and then if you roll over it, then you can roll a D10 and add it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just going to go pee, so I am going to go. Ronaldina, I know we didn't get to say bye, but sending you our best. We'll pick you up like a lobster roll in Boston.
What if I rolled my psychoanalysis as a check and it's 51 and I got 51?
Okay, that succeeds then, I think. No, you got to roll over. You failed that. You don't get more of that.
Okay, wow, playing a lot of games.
Well, I'm not playing a lot of games. I'm playing Call of Cthulhu 7th
Megan,
edition.
I'm gonna get going too. Just because.
Wait,
Bye.
guys.
I just have one more. one more.
She just has one more, Kara.
I'm gonna win this.
I'll stay.
Okay,
Thank you.
My law one.
Thank
is
you
gonna
for
get
being
better.
friends.
I didn't leave. Thank you. I said I was leaving, and then Klenk gave me the old hook.
My law went from 5, and then plus 7 is 12, right?
Maybe I did.
That's great. Great job.
I failed all the rest of my rolls.
Well, that's okay. So at some point, I want you guys to send me those so I can update your sheets here because I don't trust you. Guys, let's say a fond farewell to our lovely investigators, Liza Treyger, Megan Gailey, and Kara Klenk. And we'll see you guys in 2 weeks here on the Stream of Blood for the conclusion of You Don't Have to Go to Hell, but You Can't Stay Here.
I like that.
That's what I named the scenario. Okay, I'm going to do a bunch of boring social media stuff.
Bye.
Now, so bye. Thank you, guys.
Bye, guys.
It helps to spread the word about the Stream of Blood. Follow us on Twitch and subscribe for emotes and other benefits. We're on Instagram and Twitter, and we are on Reddit. If you're on Discord, that's my favorite one. It's my new favorite one. I just joined. Come to the Stream of Blood server of Blood. We'll be posting official announcements, chats, and all manner of extra content. And you can always reliably reach us on our Facebook group. Guys, I want to thank my producers and partners, Brian Baldinger and Clinton Trucks, my social media manager, Megan Arch. Thank you, Megan. Our Stream of Blood logo was created by Garrett Ross, and our opening animation was created by the talented Andrew Orfadal. I love you all. 23 skidoo. Ah-da-da-da-da. Ah-cha-cha-cha. Bye.